Hello, Virgo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of May, Virgo. We're looking at May of 2025. We're almost there, right? Another 5 days or so. So I'm here with a monthly reading. We're going to look at the overall energy for the month. And Virgo, welcome here. If you've never been here before, I do this reading once a month for the Virgo Collective, for all of the collectives, actually, for everybody in the zodiac, and it is Virgo's turn now. So thanks for coming back, Virgo, if that's what you do. If you're my ride or die and you're always here, and if you are someone who's never been here before, please, there is a subscription button down the bottom right hand corner, this little square where I live, if you decide to stay. We're starting with the archetype deck. We're going to see what sort of energy you're going to be in for the month of May. Tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The month of May for Virgo. What energy is Virgo going to be in for the month of May? All right, did we get two or one? We got one. It says Queen. The light attributes of the Queen, it says, radiates a regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So you could be in the feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. I mean, some people just lean feminine, right? And so we do have somebody here who is really radiating their feminine energy. And look, you don't have to be, you can be someone who's quite a masculine person, but is also finding their feminine energy, right? And so we all, people, plants, and animals, we all have masculine, feminine energy. So radiates the regal feminine. So somebody who's not just feminine, but somebody who always does the right thing. Regal, right? Somebody who is a leader, someone who makes big decisions about other people's lives. Use her benevolent authority to protect others. So it feels like you're a person who is a humanitarian or a humanist, as I like to say. You're a person who just is going to use your authority in the right way. You're in your queened energy, whatever that means to you. It could be Queen of Pentacles, right? You're in your queen energy. So it feels like you're going to use your powers for good, I'm going to say. Bottom of the deck says, we've got the Judge, and it says, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So not only are you the queen, but you are making sure that that the scales even, that you do the right thing, as I was saying, that you always make sure that you're doing the right thing and help protect the people who cannot protect themselves or just need a hand up. All right. This particular deck is going to be what is going on for the month, what energy you're going to be entering for the month. What energy is May going to bring to Virgo, please? What energy is May going to bring for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. We've got all that glitters. You know, sometimes all that glitters is gold, and sometimes it's just not. I want to say that I feel like for this month, you're going to start seeing things, people, places for what they actually are. And I'm just saying that because card 16 is here, and we have a couple of masks up on this hill of fool's gold, right? So it feels like you're going to start seeing things for what they are. When the tower falls sometimes, that's when we look around us and say, oh, that's why the tower fell. Because it was trying to protect me, right? It was trying to protect me from the illusion that I had created with the people that I had created the illusion with. So I feel like you're going to see behind the mask, and that was probably people, places, situations. You're going to start seeing things for what they really are, and you're going to realize that all that glitters sometimes is gold, it sometimes is, and sometimes it's just gold plated. And that's the way life is, right? We have to figure that out for ourselves. We all come to this awakening in our own time. With the card 16, which is the Tower. It's a shift of energy. It's something that's shifting in the month of May that's going to show you everything for what it is, and you're going to jump into this Judge and Queen energy to do the right thing about that. And that is to take care of the people around you who really need it, and to take care of yourself. We've got chop wood. It's going to be hard work. Really hard work, but I think that it's going to be, when we put in hard work, I don't know if you've ever chopped wood, but I have, and it really is hard when you start to do it. It's exhausting, but at the end of the day, when you're sitting down with a cup of coffee and you look at all that piled up cord wood, you know that you did that job. It's really very gratifying. And so I feel like this hard work is something that is going to be gratifying and is going to take you to a place where you feel really super abundant. All right. This deck, we're going to use 3 cards, and we're going to look at beginning, middle, and end of the month, and then we're going to clarify these to find out what's going on in the month here. Tell me about the energies that be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo, please. For the month of May 2025, tell me about Virgo. We've got accelerated motion. So once you see everything for what it is and realize your worth and your power and your ability to be able to help others by making really good decision, I feel like it propels you forward. It feels like it looks like this star is shooting over the mountains. And the mountains to me are obstacles. It almost feels like you are bypassing the obstacles, because now the tower has fallen and you can see things for what they are. You actually know who has worth, what is worth keeping in my life. We have spiritual union. Wow. Very cool. Accelerated motion toward a spiritual union of some sort. You know what? For those of you who are going through this tower energy, it does feel like somebody is maybe with somebody, and they have a realization that that's not the person they thought they were. And that they realize that maybe you are the spiritual union. Because when the tower falls, it makes it, the sun is shining on you as well, not just on everything else. We've got partnerships and alliances, which is the 3 of Cups. I feel like you're about to be in some sort of happy union with somebody here. And for some of you, it could be a reunion. It could be somebody that maybe you thought was a divine counterpart, or somebody you're like, that's my soulmate. For sure, I'm going to be with them. And then they went off and they're with somebody else. And so it feels like it's like somebody does an about face, or a tower falls, and somebody has a shift of energy or a realization, and something changes for the better into a new beginning. Look, I can't even write that. Like, that seems to be the energy that is, that when the tower falls, everything is seen for what it really is, because now we've got the view from the other side of the tower, right? Let's take a look at, let's use these ones here. Okay, no, we're not going to use those ones. You're right. We're going to use these ones. Yeah. All right. Sorry, just having a discussion with Charlie. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the tarot. Let's find out what's going on with this accelerated motion. Something is about to move fast, pick up. As soon as the tower falls and the sunshine comes out, you start to see exactly the work that needs to be done, and you start to get at it, and things start to move really quickly. Tell me about accelerated motion. Tell me about accelerated motion, please. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the 6 of Cups. And we've got the 4 of Wands. What's going on here? Virgo, you're about to accomplish something here that you didn't think you'd ever accomplish. It really does feel like somebody's doing it about face. It feels like I was saying, somebody here who you have a really deep connection to, somebody who feels like a soulmate or a divine connection of some sort. I want to say that all of a sudden they have feelings. It's like they always had the feelings, but the feelings are accelerated. They're moving really quickly now. It's like somebody's expressing feelings here with the 6 of Cups. Like, I feel like I know you for a reason. Aw, I just heard Soundgarden. Hang on. I knew I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into life. So that's what it feels like here. Somebody is doing it about face, and they're realizing that the stability that they get, the excitement that they get, the fire and the extreme emotions that they get are from you. And so it feels like there is something that is ending here, so something else can begin, the World card, and it feels like it's like an accomplishment, or it's a huge milestone that you're reaching in your life here. And it's because you were patient. It's because you were patient and you just kept your head down, kept working here, and you kept stoic. It feels like somebody's doing the right thing, is what it feels like. And that's kind of the theme for, the Judge and the Queen, right? Somebody's doing the right thing. Tell me about this spiritual union, please, for Virgo. Tell me about the spiritual union for Virgo. Because I feel like you're This comes in a tower moment for either you or someone else. Somebody's realizing here that this is my person. They might be someone who you would call a friend. They might be an acquaintance. They might be someone that you were so sure that we have such a great connection that this has got to work for me. And then all of a sudden it feels like the tower falls and things start to break away or maybe go a little bit off kilter. I feel like it's the universe preparing you for some sort of a spiritual union, Virgo. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Ten of Cups. It's preparing you. This is not punishment. This is a preparation, is what it feels like. So I want to say that somebody's had their eye on you, and I feel like they've realized that where they were was not where they wanted to be. It could be you. It could be someone outside of you that's looking in on you. But the Ten of Cups tells me that you're going to be experiencing like this love on steroids, like the spiritual union, and then the Ten of Cups, emotional happiness, but also a very deep spiritual connection with somebody here. And it's through some sort of a realization. One more card, please. And we have the Four of Cups. Yes, there was a rejection. It feels like somebody thought that another person was their person. And now they're realizing that that's not true. But they realize now that this is going to be a lot of hard work. That this new beginning here is going to be a lot of hard work because they're going to have to move on from where they are because they've seen the light. The sun is shining here, right? They've seen the light. And so now they've got to come recognize you and let you know that they've had some sort of a revelation while they were meditating or praying, or that you are a person that they are connected to. Six of Cups, right? Six of Cups is here. That they're somebody that they want to really have some stability with, but they're going to have to make a decision, Two of Swords. They're going to have to make a decision about what they want next. What do they want next? They're going to have to make a sacrifice, and I feel like somebody here is realizing or doing an about face. So it could be you, but it could be them. We're in a general reading. Keep that in mind. We've got partnerships and alliances. This works out really well. It feels like we are now partnering. It feels like it is happiness. It is reunion, is what it feels like. Somebody asking you out or you asking somebody else out. It feels like we're finally coming together and realizing that we're in a partnership. We can do this together. Tell me about partnerships and alliances. So this is somebody who's cooperative, collaborative, realizing that we are partners in this life. We can do this together. We have the Four of Swords. It does feel like somebody was like meditating on it, or it almost feels like, I'm just going to say, somebody like hit rock bottom. It does feel like with the Three of Swords over this person's head, and they're praying, please, 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 help me to make the right decision. And it feels like maybe they're quiet with you right now. We got the third or fourth sword that is laying on its side, which is a challenge position for me. It's a communication challenge. It feels like somebody is sort of, maybe this is a person that you haven't really been talking to, maybe just off and on. It feels like this person is going to have to reject the person that they're with because they've realized that the loving partnership is with you. We do have the King of Cups. And we have the Justice card. The Knight of Pentacles is here. This has taken a long while. Like for some of you, maybe it's taken a year or two for somebody to come to a realization, maybe 4. But it feels like for somebody to come to a realization that we're not just friends, we're more than friends. It feels like this Justice card tells me something is restored, and it feels like something that is karmic is moved out of the way, and what's restored is love. The King of Cups is here. The deep, psychic, emotionally available, emotionally intuitive, emotionally intelligent energy comes forward here. And it all comes on the heels of somebody who has really been praying on it or has really been meditating on it. It feels like you're going to have some sort of a new partnership in your life pretty soon. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. The wait is over, friend. That's what it looks like. The wait is over, and you've been strong. You've been holding back. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is acting in their Empress energy. Whether you're the Empress or not, I don't care, but I feel like you're acting in your Empress energy, that you're like, if I just wait and listen to the universe, it will be mine. And I think that that's what's happening here. I think somebody has had the strength to hold back and to not say anything. And I feel like now that's making you charge ahead of them or they're charging ahead at you. Look, it could be both ways, right? Because it is a general reading. Right, I've reserved this fairy deck here for some advice for you. Let's find out what the advice is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the month of May, what's the advice you have for Virgo? What's the advice you have for Virgo, please? I feel like you might be going through an awakening, friend, and if you're feeling terrible, I just did a short about that. Like, it feels like the Wheel of Fortune is here, changing things up on you. And if you've been trying to avoid it or hold back from it, you might be feeling terrible. But I think the Tower always wins. It always does. And it's only here for your mercy to bring you justice. All right, we've got journey. There it is. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. For some of you, this could be a literal thing, right? Maybe you are going on a journey to see somebody, but maybe someone has realized, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be across the world with that person. It could be that too with this journey card. But it feels like the journey could also be the cycle, the life cycle, right? Going from the Fool to the World card. That could be a journey. Maybe you're headed out on a new life cycle because we do have a new beginning that is here. One more card for Virgo. One more advice card. We've got inspiration. It says, be prepared. Again, this one says be prepared. Be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So inspiration is coming. I think that's what is bringing the Tower. It says, inner child, the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time and embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly, fun, but be safe. So I feel like this person that is coming to you is somebody who is quite fun. I think the two of you will have a whole pile of fun getting to know your inner children. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Virgo, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. And I hope you have the most beautiful May. I'll be back throughout the week to do more readings, and I hope you are around. Thanks, Virgo. Bye-bye.